Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I had to make a little video right here about the Roman Reigns defenders. Now, I only got a little bit of time before I got to go to work, but I got a lot of things I want to discuss, so maybe I might make another video maybe tomorrow. Um, but anyway, I do a Raw review, couple of rants. I do one joke vid where I'm doing the now I'm mad thing with Roman Reigns, and people are just all up in arms about my hate towards Roman Reigns, and this isn't intentional hatred. This is not like I have a personal vendetta against the man. It's because I don't think he's a good wrestler. That's the only fucking reason. People are just they're too immature to figure out why I don't like them. They're too immature and they can't accept another man's opinion here on YouTube. It's too much in their lives. They can't handle it. All the things that they got to handle in life, work, school. It's just it's too much when one person comes on the internet and gives their opinion. There's no way in the world you could there's no way you could live through life. There's no way you could get through life. I can't go on because the Brad rules. He doesn't like Roman Reigns. I know it's tough, but we're gonna get through this together. And I want to talk about a couple little arguments here that people were making. Now, unfortunately, I'm not gonna name any names. I will name a few, one in particular, because I know he won't flag me, but that's the reason why I'm not mentioning any names. I've made that mistake in the past. When you name names, people draw the connection, and get offended and start, reporting and flagging people. And I don't want that fucking shit like in the past. So here's the first argument. You don't want him to improve. So this is the complete argument here. It's not that he hasn't improved, or you think that he hasn't improved. You don't want him to improve. This is probably one of the dumbest fucking things I've heard in my fucking life. Why would I want him to continue to suck? Wouldn't that make things worse for me, especially being a Roman Reigns hater? If I continue to think that he sucks in my mind, that would just wear on me. I'd rather think that he doesn't suck. But unfortunately, I live in the real world. I don't live in your sexy Samoan fantasy world, of sucking Samoan cock daily 24/7. So unfortunately, I have to say that I don't think he's improved. So it's not that I don't want to think that. There's no inhibitors in my mind. I'm not wearing a shock collar or anything where if I think otherwise. No, it's none like that. I don't think he's good. I don't like him. I don't think he's a good wrestler, and I don't think he cuts good promos. And it's not just really opinion. It's pretty prevalent. It's pretty obvious he's pretty shitty at those things. You just have to take a look and stop jumping on the bandwagon because your friends don't like, because your friends like Roman Reigns here in the YWC. There's no really, you got to watch who your friends were here in the YWC. There's some good people, but there's some real shitheads in here that are just, going to go along with the trends and just, troll and shit like that. Anyway, so yeah, he hasn't improved. Okay, so show me how he's improved. As I said, he's just because he does a blue thunder bomb because he I don't know. You tell me the other moves he's learned because I still see the Superman punch being used to fuck in the spear. That's all I'm seeing, and an occasional Samoan drop. Oh, and the famous drop kick. Wow, great moves there. Um, you take wrestling too seriously. Um, wow, okay, so I take it too seriously. So if I take it too seriously, you coming on a video, watching a video about wrestling, doesn't that mean you're taking it too seriously? I mean, here's the thing. shouldn't we take our hobby seriously? I mean, I really don't understand this. You know, someone's playing guitar, they're trying to learn how to play the guitar, you know, and they're really working at it, and they're, you know, expressing things that frustrate them and things they like about the learning experience. Are they taking it too seriously? I mean, what the fuck is this? How can you take something too seriously? I mean, if you like something and you're concerned about it, you know, are we gonna tell like the politicians running in the presidential election, or are we gonna in the presidential race? Are we gonna say they're taking it too seriously? I mean, you know, if you want to talk about something and you want to analyze problems, you know, you're taking it too seriously. I mean, The Walking Dead, it appeared that Glenn died. You know, are they taking it too serious? No, people are emotionally invested in stuff. When you spend a lot of your time on a hobby doing something, you're going to get a little bit invested and you're going to talk about your likes and dislikes. That's life. That's what people do. You know, the thing is, you're taking it too seriously. It's me saying that I don't like wrestlers taking it too seriously. Go fuck your fucking self. I'm going to say that right now. I'm taking it too seriously. You know, how I don't understand where you come off, you know, on the levels of where, you know, it's taking it too serious. All I did was say I don't like a guy, and I might have went on for, you know, like several minutes talking about the reasons why I don't like him. But you know, just because you disagree with me, that doesn't mean I'm taking it too seriously. As I said, you know, if you're getting offended, you know, you're probably taking it too seriously. If, you know, if you can't handle the opinion of another man here on YouTube, one man out of a fucking 100 billion people in the world, perhaps you're taking it too seriously. My pal Dark Horse, where, you know, I'm still waiting for that you know, that Facebook you know, acceptance there, so I could, you know, get on the live stream with you guys, you know, but I haven't gotten a response yet. So Brad rules in the live stream. Don't know why it's not happening, but you know, uh, maybe you'll get to it soon when you got time. But anyway, Dark Horse, you say that Seth Rollins has been a shit champion. I agree with that. Now, Seth Rollins is a very talented wrestler, and I think he's done what he can based on the booking. The only reason Rollins is a shit champion is because of the booking. Now, Roman Reigns is a horrible fucking wrestler and bad at promos. Seth Rollins is good at promos and he does what he can with the script. They're only allowed to do so much with that fucking script. Now, you really think that Roman Reigns, based on today's contemporary booking, see, wrestling fans, you know, you get your high hopes up. You know, you don't look at the current landscape and how things have been going for the past 10, maybe 15 years, this 12, 13 years of, you know, how things are booked, how they go about booking shit. Why do we pretend like it's going to be any different with Roman Reigns? And it's going to be worse. Why? Because he's a shitty wrestler. So how is it going to be any better? You got to understand, it's not Seth Rollins' fault he's a shit champion. We see how he wrestles. The guy works his ass off in the ring. It's how he's booked. It's because there's poor storytelling, because they don't book good segments on Raw to lead up to his matches, and he's booked against poor opponents like Kane and shit. You know, you're still gonna see Roman Reigns defending the title against the Big Show, and maybe even Kane in the future. We're still going to see those types of matches. If that's the contemporary booking, it doesn't matter who the champion is. And plus, if the champion's an even shittier wrestler, that's going to make the title reign even worse. So Dark Horse, you know, I kind of see where you're going with that argument. It's a lot more mature than a lot of other people. At least you didn't attack me. You wrote a paragraph explaining why, and you gave reasons, and I understand those reasons. So at least, you know, you gave a good, you know, comment And you usually do, and I do respect that comment. It's probably the only comment I respect on there. But I did totally disagree. Roman Reigns is not going to be better than Seth Rollins as champion. I can guarantee that. Um, give me one reason why Neville and Owens are more deserving than um than Roman Reigns. How many hours do you got? Anyway, now Neville is not over with the crowd. I've said this time and time again, so I'm not gonna come off as a phony and say like what a great reaction he gets. He gets a horrible reaction. Now Kevin Owens gets a lot of heel heat. Now the thing is, Seth Rollins is a heel. You know, and there's not a lot of top babyface contenders for that title without Cena and Orton. And who the fuck would want to see those guys anyway? But anyway, they're good wrestlers for one thing, and they could have good matches. Roman Reigns is not good, and even Neville's not great on the mic, but he's better than Roman Reigns, even with a scripted fucking promo. He's still better than Roman Reigns. It doesn't take too much to be better than Roman Reigns, is pretty much what I'm saying. And of course, if they're better wrestlers, and Kevin Owens is fantastic on the mic, so of course he would be more he could be more deserving. All they have to do is tweak Seth Rollins' character. He doesn't have to be 100% a baby face, but they could start, getting him over to that side of things. He could be a baby face. We haven't really seen him as a baby face and know how he would do. But they might want to start experimenting with that. But yeah, just based on that alone, they're better wrestlers. Well, I don't understand one reason. Don't you see how much better they are? See, that's called being in denial. If you can't see something as clear as daylight that Kevin Owens and Neville are better wrestlers. I mean, do you think that fucking Roman Reigns could do anything that athletic? He's done one cool thing, the big plancha over the top rope, and I don't even want to know how long it took him to learn that. But still, one move compared to all the athletic moves that Neville does, and even though they don't pop for him when he comes out, when he does the moves, people go crazy for it. So, and Kevin Owens, I mean, the guy gets amazing heel heat. People are really invested in his matches. The match with Cena, you saw how people were going fucking crazy for that. So, one reason, there are several reasons right there. Better talkers, better wrestlers. People are invested in their matches, so it makes people want to watch. You might not get any new viewers, but people are going to like it a lot better. The dogs are going fucking nuts. Anyway, apologize for that. Roman Reigns has proved himself. Oh, has he now? He's improved. He's proved himself. Doing what? People have been saying this since the Royal Rumble. The man has proved himself. He hasn't fucking proved shit to me. He hasn't proved a goddamn fucking thing. Proved what? Proved nothing. Shut up! Thank you. Anyway, proved himself. How? Explain to me how this man has proved himself. He's proved absolutely fucking nothing. Show me one thing where he's proved himself. He's been booked in a bunch of fake matches, and he's looked very shitty in them. At WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar carried him to a good match because Brock Lesnar can carry anybody to a half-decent match. And, people are going to knock me on that, but that's the truth. Roman Reigns has not proved anything. He hasn't proved that he deserves his spot. He's been handed everything. He's been handed all these losses, handed all these wins, handed everything. You have to understand it's scripted. So he hasn't proved anything. He'll prove this to me when he wrestles a good match on his own with good moves, and he actually cuts a good promo that tells a good story, and he doesn't sound like a fucking idiot, then he will have proved himself. His promos have improved. Have they? All right. Roman Reigns. He sucks. He still sucks. People are saying his promos have improved, and I'm not even going to touch that one because we already said. Anyway, there you go, motherfuckers. All I have to say is just grow the fuck up already, please. I'm not here to disrespect anybody, but it's my opinion that Roman Reigns sucks. I give 10,000 million reasons, and people act like I gave none. And there are people who are out there saying I don't have a reason, and oh yeah, I forgot. I'm just pretending he hasn't improved. I'm just pretending not to like him. Yeah, okay. At least I'm not a bandwagon jumper. At least I'm not a pathetic bandwagon jumper that just likes guys because everybody else in the YWC does. Fuck that fucking bullshit. I stick to my guns, I stick to what I like, and I stick to the fucking truth. And that is the truth, motherfuckers. Roman Reigns is fucking garbage. And that's all I got to say about that. That's the bottom line. know, there you go. Fuck Roman Reigns. Fuck these defenders. I'm sick of this shit.